بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله وعلى أهل بيتك المظلومين. صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. Everybody together. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. صلوات. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we beg Him to hasten the reappearance of our beloved Imam Mahdi Ajralallah ta'ala Farajul Sharif with the blessing of another loud salawat. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst His companions and His sincere soldiers with the blessing of another loud salawat. قال الله الحكيم في محكم كتابه الكريم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين. O you who have faith, be wary of Allah and be with the truthful. Our discussion in learning from the lives of the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam lessons in order for us to become part of the companions of Imam Mahdi Ajralallah Ta'ala Faraj al-Sharif has reached a point that we discussed about love. That these companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam between 72 to 150, the abundant amount of love that they had for Imam Hussein alayhi salam made them selfless. They didn't think about themselves at all. Within the days and nights of Ashura, it was nothing about them. Physically and mentally, they completely melted in the love of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, especially Imam Hussein alayhi salam, because they found the true love. Love can be described and can be defined and can be categorized, but I'll bring it for my own analysis of tonight's lecture into fake love and true love. Fake love is what we see, what has been promoted, what has been discussed, what has been always the point of the media. Suddenly somebody sees someone in the street, in the hallways, in the mall, in the school. Oh, I fell in love. How can you fall in love with a first glance? How? You don't know this person, you don't know their characteristics, you don't know their background, you don't know anything about them. It's only that physical body that you fell in love with. And basically, majority of them, let's not say all of them, but majority of these love are based on sexual desires. Because of the appearance, because of what they're wearing, or because of the position that they have. They have a good car, they come with Lamborghini, or they come with, I don't know, any latest car. Well, everybody's around them. They come with the latest Jordan shoes. Within the school, they become the popular boy. They're wearing the latest clothes, they become the popular girl. Well, it's about their belonging. They don't have any value. What they have gives them value. A piece of metal gives them a value. If he didn't have this car, nobody will be around him. If he wasn't the one first to be in line to get the first Jordan shoes for, I don't know, a couple of $100 or $1,000, nobody would be around him. But he gets his value from these belongings. We're not talking about this kind of love. True love. I'll give you an example in a story. Inshallah, all of us will be granted to visit the shrine of Imam al-Rida alayhi salam in Masjid. Say inshallah. There is a masjid next to the shrine of Imam al-Rida alayhi salam, connected to the shrine. It's called Masjid Gohar Shad. For those who have been there, it's a beautiful, huge masjid, mosque. It was built by the princess Gohar Shad. She, wealthy, she comes and she sees that the shrine of Imam al-Rida alayhi salam to be very small. She said, from my own money, I want to build a masjid and connect it to the shrine so it will take thousands and thousands of people. It's huge. Literally, if you walk from the beginning to the end of it, it takes you about 6-7 minutes. It's very, very long. It's very big. She said, I have conditions. All the people who come here, they have to have wudu. Every block that needs to be, they're going to put, they say salawat, and so on and so forth. A lot of conditions. Masjid is finished. I'm trying to show you the fake love and the true love, and bring it to Imam Hussein alayhi salam, that how the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam had true love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. That's the love that we should have toward our Imams, especially Imam Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala faraj sharif, which that makes us selfless. The masjid is finished. Everybody needs to evacuate the place. Nobody should be there. There was one young individual who was part of this, a carpenter. He went and he hid in a corner. Nobody sees him. He wanted to see the princess. Nobody has seen her. He wanted to see. He was curious. Hiding somewhere from a very small corner. Nobody sees him. Gohar Shad walks in. It's a famous story. She walks in. He sees her and what? Falls in love. Comes home, shedding tears, depressed. Mom, what is it with you? Well, I fell in love. Okay, alhamdulillah, we're going to get you married. Well, that's not easy. What? Who is it? The princess. And he said 50% of the scenario is finished. I agree 50%. Well, let her agree. It wasn't a 50%. Your agreement is only 1%. 99% is in her hand. He insists and mom denies. We are a carpenter. We are a poor family. She's a princess, the king. I have no dowry to pay. How? He insists. He got fever. I'm not going to eat. And scenarios that we typically know of. Mom, go and ask her hand from me. Okay, after insisting then many days and many months, she comes, knock on the door of the palace, gets inside. Princess is sitting and her mates around her. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. What is it that you want? My son fell in love with you and he wants to marry you. Everybody laughs like, who are people come and who want to marry her and she doesn't accept? No, my son was scenario. She gave him the scenario. She gave her the scenario. This is the way. Okay. She said, I accept. Everybody's surprised. But I have one condition. What is it? Whatever condition you want, don't let it be financial because we cannot provide financially. But anything else, please. She said, let him pray 40 nights Salatul Layl. Night prayer. She's a pious individual. Let him pray Salatul Layl, 11 rak'ah in the middle of the night. Stands up, Salatul Layl, you pray the way it's done. You pray 8 rak'ah, 4 rak'ah of 2, like morning prayer, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, that becomes 8 rak'ah, Nafilatul Layl. And then 2 rak'ah, you make the intention Shafa', and then 1 rak'ah watr. The watr is Allahu Akbar, Surah Al-Hamd. قل هو الله أحد 3 times, Surah Al-Falaq, Nas, and then you raise your right hand. You do 70 times Astaghfar, you do 40, you ask forgiveness for 40 people, 300 times Al-Af, and there's this, it takes about, if you want to do it complete, not missing, it takes you about 20 minutes to half an hour. She said, this is the condition? Yes, this is the condition. This is very easy. Gets home, son, what happened, mom? She accepted, really? Okay, let's go. Nope. 40 days, 40 nights, Salatul Layl. Okay, easy. Salatul Layl, 40 nights, I'll do it. First night, second night, 10th, 20th, 30th, and he continues. And she said, the princess said, from now, 40 nights, so it's not going to be like taking long time. 40th day, the princess sent after her. Come, has he finished? Yes. Did he pray 40 nights? Yes. Every night? Yes. She said, that was my condition. I'm ready. The boy said, I'm no longer ready. Why? I fell in love with someone else. Who is it? I fell in love with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Hussein alayhi salam on the day of Arafah, dua of Arafah, inshallah, if we have read it, Imam says, oh Allah, anyone who found you, what he has lost. And anybody who lost you, what he has found. And Imam Hussein reads this dua on the day of Arafah and he shed tears. The boy said, I fell in love with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That love, it's beyond all of this love. That love was in the heart of the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, made them selfless. It was all about Imam Hussein alayhi salam. We'll bring example inshallah later tonight. What they did for Imam Hussein alayhi salam, that is not on this, it's only love that can make you this. So I promised, how can we increase, last night we concluded, how can we increase the amount of love that we have for the Imam of our time, Imam Mahdi, may Allah hasten his reappearance. How can we increase the love? Because I don't have that much love yet. I know it. How do I know that I don't have that much love? Because days come and go, weeks come and go, months come and go, and I don't remember Imam Mahdi. I have nothing to do with Imam Mahdi. I don't remember Imam Mahdi. I don't mention his name. I have not read anything about him. I don't know anything of him. I have heard that Sheikh, I know about Imam Mahdi. He was born 15th Sha'ban. MashaAllah, congratulations. His mother, Najis Khatun. MashaAllah. I know his father, Imam Hassan al-Askari. MashaAllah. I know when he comes, he will do some good things in the world. And that's it. This is it. If I get to know that right now, the oxygen that I am inhaling, it's because of Imam al-Zaman. The sun comes out because of Imam al-Zaman. The moon comes out because of Imam al-Zaman. The whole universe functions because of Imam al-Zaman. The rain comes because of Imam al-Zaman. My sustenance reaches me because of Imam al-Zaman. My creation is due to his prayer. If it wasn't because of him, the whole universe would have vanished. لولا الحجة لصاخت الأرض بأهلها. If Imam al-Zaman is removed from the universe, the whole universe will vanish. Glance of an eye, Imam al-Zaman is removed, the whole universe will vanish. This is a hadith I'm telling you. Bihi ruziq al-wara. Because of him, you and I, we have sustenance. Because of him, we have food on the table. Because of him, we have a roof above our head. Because of him, we exist. God forbid, for example, you're going somewhere and you don't know how to swim and you fall into a river or ocean or something and you start drowning. Somebody comes and gives you a hand. He saves your life. You owe him your life. How much you going to appreciate this person? Is it like typical American people, thank you, I appreciate it, and you move on? Like somebody holds the door, thank you, and you move on? Until your last breath, if you do whatever you can for this person, you pay him millions of dollars, billions of dollars, you become his servant, you still haven't done anything for him. Why? Because you giving him $1 million, that effort that you did put, that 40 hours that you put, and you gave him the money, if he wouldn't save you, you couldn't work. You would be gone. Adios. You owe him your life. How much do you appreciate this person? Imam Mahdi, we owe him our creation. Hadith says, Imams of Ahlul Bayt, alayhi salam, they do dua, Allah creates. I don't know the value of the Imam. I know his birth certificate. That's how much I know of Imam Mahdi, adilullah ta'ala farajah. I know more of the football players, their life, what's their age, how much money they make, how many goals they made, how many touchdowns, how many women they dated, how many this, how many cars they have, the house I know everything about the football players. and the basketball players and the celebrities, because I see them on every daily basis. I have to watch, definitely, Sheikh. I cannot come to the Dua Kumail. Why? Because I'm watching Follow the Three Dots. I don't want to mention their names here. I know every little detail. So don't tell me, Sheikh, I don't have time to read. Who has time to read? I know all of them. But when it comes to Imam Mahdi, I know only his birth certificate. And I don't know that this day and age, today, this moment, September 5th, I can do something for Imam Mahdi. I don't know of it. What can I do for Imam Mahdi? I don't know. Inshallah, when he comes, I'll do something for him. He's waiting for you and I to become, as we mentioned the first night and the second night, due to not Imams of Ahlul Bayt, because they didn't have companions, they didn't come out. Imam Ali alayhi salam did not have 40 people to come out and take his right back as the Khalifatul Muslimin. Imam Hassan al-Mushtabah said, if I had amount of my fingers, if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this much companions, I would have stood against Muawiyah. Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam said, the amount of goats, we discussed this, amount of this goats, if I had companions, I would have stood in front of Bani al-Abbas. They counted there were 17 goats. The same scenario is still alive today. May Allah curse those people who did not prepare the platform for Imams of Ahlul Bayt to come out to take their right. What have I done? Sheikh, can we do anything? Of course. Bani Israel, what did they do? They went and they did dua. They kept begging and shedding tears and dua after dua after dua after begging. Allah sent him Nabi Musa ala nabina wa alayhi salam. So the action plan will be, since we have to have an action plan every night, it's not about just coming and moving. No. If I want to change, if I say, Ya Sahib al-Zaman, I love you, I want you, I believe in you, you are my last Imam. We always say, it's easy to say, Ya laytana kunna ma'akum. To the companions of Imam Hussein, I wish we were with you. Well, we're not there with you anymore, so nothing I can do. That's very easy to say. Ya laytani kuntu ma'akum. We should say it, has reward in saying it, and if we sincerely believe it. But what have I done to the Imam Hussein of my time, which is Imam Mahdi, ajalallah ta'ala faraj al-sharif, salawat by his name. What have I done? كلهم نور واحد. All of them, there are one light. In every era, the companions of the Imam had a role. What is our role today? We read the lives of those in the past, and we learn from them, and we apply it, so we can say, inshallah, for those who have got the book Mikyal al-Makaram and they have started reading it, and the importance of dua, by you doing dua and being pious and applying the teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Remember last time we said, anybody who loves us, let him act as we have acted. If we did that and we are waiting for the Imam, if we die in this condition, if we die, they write us as the companions of Imam Mahdi. I do dua, I do my wajibat, I abstain from muharramat, and I keep doing dua, and I'm a pious individual. Nothing extraordinary is needed from us. No. Our wajibat and muharramat, let's start with that. Let's guarantee with those, let's secure those. Then we come to mustahabbat and makruhat. Let's first start with wajibat and muharramat. From tonight, Sheikh, I'm going to pray Salat al-Layl, but I don't pray morning prayer. Sheikh, why I don't have the blessing of praying Salatul Layl? Because my noon prayer while I'm awake, I don't pray. How do I want Allah to bless me to pray Salatul Layl? The noon prayer that I'm awake and I don't pray it. Sheikh, at work, at the university, sometimes it doesn't. Find me one excuse within our jurisprudence that have said, if you had this excuse, you don't have to pray. One excuse. To an extent, we have Salatul Ghariq. You're drowning right now, for example, God forbid. You're drowning. You don't know how to swim, you're drowning. And you hear the adhan, Allahu Akbar. In those seconds that you are drowning, you should pray. Salatul Ghariq. But at work, I'm ashamed of my religion to take off and to go in a corner and put my sajjada and do wudu and salah. Sheikh, you come from Najaf and you are a sheikh and you don't know what we go through in the corporate America, at work, in office, in university. I was in corporate America. 15 years I was in corporate America. I was manager different stores. I had 20, 30 people working under my hand. I went to university. I went through everything from high school into university and worked in everything. I've done it. We have to think of something. Love of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. When this love encompasses our hearts, we don't know anything but satisfaction of the beloved. How can I satisfy my Imam Mahdi? That Monday nights and Thursday nights, according to one hadith, according to another hadith, every day. Let's hope he's not every day, because every day I sin. At least it'll be Monday and Thursdays. When Imam Mahdi opens my book of action, he sees Mustafa Akhound on the top. He says, okay, alhamdulillah. That smile, that one smile in the face of Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Faraj Sharif, worth everything, the whole universe for us. And if he opens that book and says, Mustafa, you that you say Dua Faraj, why you? And he gets upset, it's not worth it. We see the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. For example, we discussed Sa'id bin Abdullah al-Hanafi last night. It was the last night we wrapped it. He says what? The night of Ashura, when Imam says, leave everybody, he says, no, we are standing. We're staying here. We're not going to leave. Oh, Imam, remember? If they kill me, then I come back alive. And then they burn me alive. And they throw my ashes into the sky. Then I come back alive. And then they kill me. And then I come back alive. And then they burn me alive 70 times. This happens to me. I will go and fight for you again. So this was talk. And we said talk is cheap. Let's see his action. On the day of Ashura, Imam Salat, he wants to pray. Allahu Akbar. Sa'id bin Abdullah al-Hanafi stands in front. He makes his body as a shield for the Imam. Every arrow that comes, he goes toward the arrow. Every arrow comes, he goes toward the arrow. There was a scholar that he, it's a true story. I don't give you a fiction story here. I'm not a fairy teller. This scholar, he kept thinking, Imam Mahdi doesn't have 313. Of course he has. Millions of followers of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. 313. He kept challenging this idea that Imam doesn't have 313. One night, he sleeps. He dreams. Within his dream, and he was not married yet. Within his dream, they called, Imam Mahdi has reappeared. Oh, mashallah, let us run toward him. He comes, before he gets to Imam Mahdi, they told him, well, it's better for you to be part of the companions of Imam Mahdi, where half of your religion is completed. When you get married, half of your religion is completed. He's like, now, I don't have who should I marry? They said, there's a girl, get married to her. Okay, get to the marriage. Why not? Getting married, Imam Mahdi, what else do you want? Win-win situation. Get married. Salawat ala Muhammad. Get to the room. As soon as he gets to the room with the woman, with his wife, removes the veil. Oh, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. Imam is waiting for you. Seriously? Now? Can Imam wait half an hour out? We just got married. Okay, half an hour. They come back half an hour. Imam Mahdi is waiting. Seriously? It has to be tonight. Couple of times, suddenly he wakes up. He wakes up. He finds out what is his weakness. What is my weakness? Another story. Also, he challenged Imam Hussein alayhi salam, Imam Mahdi, that Imam, okay, why you're not ready? Scenario happened to him. Day of Ashura. He's standing in front of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Imam says, okay, right now, stand in front. Because he kept saying, companions of Imam Hussein didn't do that much. If I would have done, Ya laytani kunna ma'akum, if I was there, I would have done the same thing. Day of Ashura, he sees in his dream, Day of Ashura, Imam says, I'm going to pray, stand in front of. As soon as the arrow came, he ditched. Another arrow came, he ditched. He woke up. Again, talk is cheap. When it comes to the action, Sa'id bin Abdullah al-Hanafi, he stands in front of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Everywhere Imam goes to ruku' and sujood, he comes in front of the Imam. Arrows are coming, spears are coming, swords and stones are coming. According to the historians, I read a couple of the books, in addition to all the injuries that he received from the swords and the spears, he had 13 deep wounds from 13 arrows. As soon as Imam finishes his salah, this person also falls. What he says, هَلْ وَفَيْتُ بِعَهْدِي? Have I fulfilled my covenant and promise that I gave you last night that I will be with you? Imam says, فَقَالَ الْإِمَامِ نَعَمْ أَنْتَ أَمَامِي فِي الْجَنَّةِ. Yes, you are in front of me right now in heaven. This is called love. That's historians, when I read through the lives of these companions, it's amazing. Like if we can take these lives and make it into movies, that bravery, that love, that passion, that loyalty to the Imam, when somebody would hit them with the spear, they go toward the enemy. They won't run away. Because why? Because they promised, if I die, they come back alive. They burn me alive. I come back alive 70 times. I will be there for you, Imam. This is called love. This is called true love. They don't see any. They were people. They were not infallible people. They were not ma'soom. We have only 14 ma'soom. Injury, they feel it hurts. But like those ladies who were sitting in the palace of Zulaykha, when Prophet Yusuf ala nabina wa alayhi salam walked in, they're cutting their hand and there's an orange. They're cutting the hand and the juice from the orange on their wound. But they're not. They are amazed by this beauty of Prophet Yusuf ala nabina wa alayhi salam. These people, these companions were in love with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. They were willing to do whatever it takes for Imam Hussein to stay 1 hour longer. That's one. Another companion, Zuhair ibn Qayn, rahmatullah alayh. He didn't want to be part of the companions of Imam Hussein. He was Uthmani. Let me open a parenthesis. Please, for the sake of Allah and Ahlul Bayt, do not judge anybody. What did I say? Do not judge anyone, because you don't know their ending. Zuhair ibn Qayn, Uthmani. He's not Shia of Ali. Wahab al-Kalbi, Nasrani, Christian. Oh, Sheikh, what happened to these Christians? Will all of them go to heaven, hell? And all of us Shia will go to heaven? Well, 18,000 people of Shia of Ali, where Imam told them, no, you Shia Bani Sufyan, Shi'at Al Sufyan, they were the one who wrote for Imam Hussein, then they betrayed him and they stood against him and they killed him. Who guarantees I will be? So compare one Sahabi, Wahab al-Kalbi, against 18,000 people, Muslims. We don't know their ending. It's not us. It's not up to us to judge. Zuhair ibn Qayn Uthmani. Everywhere Imam camped, they left together from Mecca. Everywhere Imam camped, he would camp away from the Imam. He didn't want to do anything with Imam Hussein and with Bani Umayyah. It's like, just let them do whatever they have to do between them. I have nothing to do with them. By coincidence, we call it coincidence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has planned the whole scenario. A camp comes near Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Imam sends a messenger. Please follow me. Imam sends a messenger to the tent of Zuhair ibn Qayn. Zuhair, salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Imam wants you. Imam Hussein wants you. Follow the line. Where I'm going with this. His wife, he says, no, I have nothing to do with him. And he was eating food. His wife comes to him and tells him, the grandson of the Prophet is calling you and you're still sitting here eating food? Go see what he wants. Go see what he wants. Either accept or reject him. Don't deny the calling of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. What do we learn? Sheikh, I have met this girl in the school. If I get married to her, this is it. My life is completed. Criteria for the spouse. That's what we learn. This is how we should read the history. This is how we should read verses of the Holy Quran. This is the way that we should read the hadith of Ahlul Bayt. Every word, every movement, every dialogue, every discussion, there is a teaching for us. Criteria for the future spouse. Not, wow, look at her and look at him. No. Will this spouse get me closer to Imam Mahdi ajalallahu ta'ala faraju sharif or away from Imam Mahdi. A sister comes to me, brother, I want to wear hijab, but my husband say don't wear hijab. Well, the problem is not now. The problem was when you said yes. Because you looked at the beauty of outside, you didn't see what is inside. Rasulullah says, see, the problem is, as we said, I believe we discussed it in the first and second night. Within culture, a boy comes and asks the hand of my daughter, have you finished education? Do you have a car? Do you have a house? Do you make 6-figure? If yes, mashallah. Brother comes to me, Sheikh, a person has asked my daughter's hand. I say, mashallah. Do you know of him? Yes, brother. Yes, Sheikh. He has 2 bachelors, 1 master's, and a PhD. I said, mashallah. These will definitely make your girl successful and happy. I'm not saying those who have these will make people unhappy. No. But this is not the criteria. Rasulullah says, anybody who comes and asks the hand of your daughter, man tardawna khuluqahu wa deenahu. If they come to you, you like and you see their religion, their religiosity, and you like their morality, akhlaq. If these 2 in them are good, give him your daughter. What? Religion and deen. Deen and akhlaq. My future wife should be the one who pushes me toward Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam and religiosity, not away from deen. Should get me closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not away from deen. See this lady, the thawab that Zuhair ibn Qayn gets, that we don't know of it. What thawab and reward these people have received and will receive until the day of Qiyamah comes, what they did, because they are Ansar Deen Allah. We'll talk inshallah in the coming night. They aided the religion of Allah. In addition, Ansarullah, they aided Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the reward, the wife of Zuhair ibn Qayn will get equal thawab. Why? Because she, with couple of words, Zuhair, you're sitting here while the grandson of the Prophet is calling you, go see what he wants. The wife will get the same reward as Zuhair ibn Qayn. She didn't go to the battlefield. She didn't do any of what Zuhair ibn Qayn did. Probably, definitely, she died a normal death. But she will get the thawab of Zuhair ibn Qayn. Why? Because she won ad-dallu ala al-khair ka fa'ilu. The one who pushes you toward khair is as he has done the same khair. Easy. Is it easy to get to heaven? Wallah, it's easy to get to heaven. By God, it's easy to get heaven and it's free. We pay money to go to hellfire. Going heaven is free. Pray your prayers. Fast. You travel all around the world. If you have money extra, you don't want anything, it doesn't do anything to your accountant, just one time also go to Mecca. Encourage good, discourage evil. Help the needy people. What else is Islam? This is not me saying. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, what Allah has asked from the people is not above their capacity. No, it's within their capacity. During the day, 24 hours for you, if I pray my salah the way, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillah, every rak'ah takes 1 minute. 24 hours for you, 17 minutes for me. 1 month of Ramadan, eat breakfast, eat dinner, don't eat lunch. Is Islam difficult? Eat all sort of meat. Don't eat this and this and this. That's it. If you look at what is halal compared to what is haram. Sheikh, I lived here 20 years. I know. And I traveled a lot. The future spouse. So what do we learn? My future spouse. As soon as we sit, if I see the father is, and she has main concern about materialistic life, am I saying give your daughter to someone who is poor on the street and has no one and has no job and doesn't want to live their life and is not striving? No. I know as a father I have one girl, alhamdulillah, and I want a good life for her. But what guarantees what Rasulullah said? If he has deen, he knows that deen has told him, obligatory upon him to provide for her to her status. Shelter, food, clothes. Islam says if you get a girl from a household, she had a mate, she had a servant in her house, somebody who used to take care of her, You as a husband is obligatory upon you religiously to bring her someone to help her in the house if she came from this household. Islam keeps a balance. Zuhair ibn Qayn comes, sits with Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and the discussion is there. He comes back, he says, wife, you're divorced, go. I'm going to go with Imam Hussein. I fell in love with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. By me seeing him once and couple of words from Imam Hussein alayhi salam, I fell in love with him. I am gone. People, my slaves, if you want to go, go. My companion, if you want to go, go. I'm going with Imam Hussein. Wife of Zuhair ibn Qayn says what? He said, you go with Imam Hussein and I will be with Lady Zainab salamullah alayha. Look at this family. The son and the slaves, everybody, whole camp of Zuhair ibn Qayn joins Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Same thing. We see this love that exists, and he goes, Zuhair ibn Qayn, the night of Ashura, says the same thing, but he adds more. Sa'id ibn Abdullah says 70 times if they kill me. Zuhair says, Wallah lawadattu anni qutiltu thumma nushirtu thumma qutiltu hatta uqtal hakadha 1000 marra wa anna Allah ta'ala yadfa'u bidhalika al-qatl an nafsik wa an anfus ha'ula al-fityan min ahl bayt la fa'altu. If I get killed, I come back alive 1,000 times. I know with this I will prevent harm to reach you. I will be with you and I will not let you go. They said it and they did it. Zuhair goes into the battlefield and he fights and he fights. When he falls down, look, selflessness. What love of Imam Hussein have done to these hearts. That's what we have to learn from them and make our heart burn day and night by the love of Imam Mahdi Ajalallah Ta'ala Faraju Sharif and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. He's on the ground, wounds, cuts. He's about to die, last breath. Imam Hussein alayhi salam and Habib ibn Madahir, they reach the head of Zuhair ibn Qayn. Zuhair tells him what? Habib says, give me your will. Do you have any will? Any wasiyah? He says yes. In that moment, what do we remember? Typically, at the time of our death, our loan, our family, our kids, do something for me. I'm in this scenario. He says, أوصيك بهذا. He points to Imam Hussein alayhi salam, وأشار إلى الحسين أن تموت دونه. Be careful, you should die before him. In this moment, I don't care about myself. Selfless. It's only Imam Hussein alayhi salam. I'm about to die. Last, أوصيك بهذا. Al-Gharib, this strange, this abandoned person, be with him. In that moment, all of us were thinking about us. And Habib says, أفعل ورب الكعبة. I will do it by the God of Kaaba. I will do it. And he did it. Love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. How we increase the love, the more we know of Imam Mahdi. How we increase the knowledge of us, of Imam Mahdi, the more we read about him. Mikyal al-Makarim is one book. Ramadan, 2 years ago, every night for 30 nights, I mentioned 4 books, which I believe, if anybody reads these 4 books, has good knowledge of Imam Mahdi. It's not enough, it's not sufficient, but has good knowledge of it. Every night for 30 nights, I mentioned the books again and again and again and again, 40 nights. One is Mikyal al-Makarim that we introduced, Ghaybat al-Nu'mani, Ikmal al-Din wa Itmam al-Ni'mah, Sheikh al-Saduq, and one more book from Ayatollah Safi that I forgot. I have all of the books, PDFs, all online, I have it. If I get to know that my existence is due to him, every day I wake up, what can I do for him? How can I serve him? How can I aid him? How can I gain his satisfaction? Very important. The second one, my time is about to finish. The second characteristics that we want to discuss about these, their belief in life after death. I'll mention it and then I'll bring example inshallah tomorrow. Yaqeen. They had the yaqeen in life after death. What is the difference between iman and yaqeen? Speed limit is 50 miles, 55 miles, for example. That is the knowledge we have. Yes? That's iman. I know of it. All of us, we have faith in life after death. Yes or no? Some people say yes, some people don't believe in it. Yes or no? Yes. We all believe in life after death. But has this transferred to our yaqeen or not? I'll give you an example. I'm driving highway. Speed limit 55 miles per hour or 60 miles per hour. I know of it that if I go fast, I will get tickets. But that's iman. But for whatever reason, either I feel like it or for show off or for whatever reason, I push the gas more. That iman hasn't transferred the yaqeen. As soon as I see suddenly an officer driving by me, that iman transferred to what? Yaqeen. Every second, 10 times I look at the speedometer. Even though I have it in the cruise control, I keep looking at it. Make sure maybe the cruise control goes off, and I keep looking at the mirrors. He's just driving by. But that iman becomes yaqeen because I see him here. I see him. Any small mistake, he will hold me. He will give me a ticket. So that becomes yaqeen. Those minutes that I drive and he is by me, I am the best driver. All the rules of the manual that I have read and I took the test, I will apply each and every one of those rules. I knew of it, but when the police is there, that becomes yaqeen. These people on the day of Ashura, on the night of Ashura and the day of Ashura, they had yaqeen in life after death. How do we come to this conclusion? From their poetry. The way that they introduced themselves. When they went to the battlefield and they kept going and what they said, it showed that they had yaqeen in life after death. That is the sign of a pious individual. That inshallah we'll discuss it tomorrow night. And the examples and the poetry. Again, that mindset has to come into our personality and life. When we read the verses of the Holy Quran, when we read, I'm repeating, this is very important. When I read the hadith of Ahl Bayt, when I read history, history is not only to be said and move on. No, history every minute, as we said the first night, every minute of the events of Ashura, Saqifa, Ghadir, the lives of Ahl Bayt alayhim salam, every minute, if we look at it from social point of view, we drive many lessons from it. If we look at it from psychological point of view, we drive many lessons. As I told you last night, the night before, brother was reading about Taw'a, the woman that gave shelter to Musa ibn Aqil. While I was standing here, I just thought, look, one woman, Taw'a. If she wouldn't do this, nobody knew about Taw'a. She would have died, no reward. Maybe she would go to heaven. But she knew her position. Now, my position as a woman in this house, the only thing that I can do for Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, when the opportunity knocks on my door, I open the door, I'll take him in, I give him shelter. This is what I have to do, I will do it. So try to find your purpose. What is my purpose? Allah's opportunity will knock on your door. Ahlul Bayt's opportunity for you to serve them will knock on your door. Many times, the smart person will open the door and he will welcome it despite whatever opportunity it is. The companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, they took it. They saw the opportunity. This is the platform that we can secure our eternal life, highest level of heaven, salvation eternally. They took it. Who cares about this life? Let me just go alive after death. That's what is waiting for me. Rasulullah is waiting for me. Heaven is waiting for me. We see this within their lives. And it will happen to all of us. Door of opportunity, I will say it again, our doors will be knocked by opportunities to serve Ahl Bayt. Each and every one of us differently. My responsibility is different than the responsibility of the person who opens the door and closes the door. Different than the responsibility of the person, may Allah bless them, those who vacuum this place. Nothing is less about from them than me. No. They will get the exact same thawab, even more than me. Or the sisters who are taking care of the kids upstairs. Each and every one of us, we have our own share from this table that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has opened it for us, which is called the table of Ma'idatul Hussein. How much we take, may Allah bless the soul of Ayatollah Shirazi. I'll say this and I'll finish. He said, all of us, said Muhammad Shirazi, passed away year 2000. He said, all of us, we're standing by a river. This river is all the good, all the khairat. All of us, we are thirsty and we have a pitcher. The one who bends down and gets from this river, his thirst will be quenched. The other one, he won't. I'm standing there. No, I want somebody to give me this one. The one next to me, he will do it. Amalul khair, good deed will not stay on the ground. When the door comes, opportunity for you to give donation, they want to build the center, they want to do whatever. If you don't pay, someone else will. If you don't put the time, someone else will put the time. If you don't put the effort, someone else will put the effort and he will take it. Don't think if I don't do it, it will be on the ground. It won't. Allah wants Imam Hussein and his movement to stay high. If you help by keeping it high, glorifying it, exalting it, good for you. If not, someone else will do it. Take opportunity. And these 2 months of Muharram and Safar, serve Imam Hussein, so you get from Imam Hussein, so throughout the year, you will serve your master, Imam Mahdi. May Allah hasten his reappearance. One of these people, amongst these companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, let's look at their companions. Look at their lives. One companion is Joan, the servant of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, from Africa. An elderly person. He comes to Imam Hussein alayhi salam and tells him, Imam, I want to go and sacrifice myself for you. Imam tells him, Joan, you've been with us for so long. Please go. He started crying. He started shedding tears. Oh, Imam, I was with you when you had good time. At a good time, I was with you. How can I leave you at this time? That you are in need of every one person to defend you. Look at this ma'rafah. Look at this knowledge. Look at this love. He started shedding tears. He said, Imam, is it because of my color that you letting me go? Na'udhu billah, Imam discriminates. Is it because I smell bad maybe? Is it me? Is it something bad about me that you are letting me go and you don't want me to serve you? Imam says, no, it's not about that. I love you. I care about you. He said, if you care, please give me permission to go. Imam alayhi salam gives him permission. All of these people fell in love with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He comes and he starts reciting poetry, introducing himself that I'm here to serve my master Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. He goes to the battle and he fights a brave war, and then he gets injury after injury and he falls on the ground. Assalamu alayka ya Abu Abdullah. Imam reaches him. Amongst the people that Imam reached, one of them was Joan. What a blessing that you have. He has blood all over his face, on his eyes. Suddenly he feels someone next to him. He thought that somebody's there to behead him. He said, please help me. Imam sat next to him. He took his head and he put him on his lap. He opened his eyes, barely can see. He see the light of the face of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. He removes the head. How can my head be on the lap of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein? I am nothing in front of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. He puts his head on the ground. Imam picks his head and he puts it on his lap again. 3 times this happened. And then Imam did to Joan what he did for his son Ali al-Akbar. Imam placed his cheek completely on the cheek of Joan. And he started praying for Joan. This is what Imam Hussein alayhi salam did. And he was there for his companions. He would come and he would comfort his companions. But it will come a time that our Imam, mu'mineen, mu'minat, it was a time that Imam lost all of his befriend. How difficult it was. If we have a friend, a close friend, a dear friend to us, if he gets sick, we get upset because of that. We go and we visit them. Imam says, I haven't seen a companion like my companion. Imam loved each and every one of those companions, loved them so much. Every time that he will receive a news of one of his companions fell on the ground, what happened to the heart of Imam Hussein alayhi salam? But all of this passed. It comes a time that he comes to the battlefields. He sees Mustafa ibn Awsaja. He sees Habib ibn Madahir. He sees Joan. He stands there. He says, where is the people who helped me? Ala min nasirin yansuruni. He doesn't have anybody to aid him. He doesn't have anybody to support him. It was the time that Lady Zainab Salamullah alayha, she said that I saw how abandoned is my brother. There is nobody there to aid him. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين فسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون والعاقبة للمتقين. We do inshallah as our Imam, our master, our beloved Imam Mahdi Ajallah Ta'ala Faraj Sharif has said that every time, any time that you remember the tragedy of my grandfather Abu Abdullah al-Hussein and your heart breaks and you shed tears, in those moments is a time of acceptance of dua. Raise your hand and do dua to Allah to hasten my reappearance. I as Imam al-Zaman will pray for you. All of us, we are in need of the dua of Imam al-Zaman and we need Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten his reappearance. So raise our hand, all of us, brothers and sisters, raise your hand. Beg Allah the way that if you had some of your relatives on a deathbed, if you have facing the biggest calamities in your life, how you beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The same way beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the appearance of our beloved Imam Mahdi Ajalallah ta'ala Faraj Sharif. All of us with the loudest of our voices. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma kulli waliyaka al-Hujjat ibn al-Hasan. Louder. ما شاء الله في هذه everybody وفي كل ما شاء الله وليا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات رحم الله من قرأ سورة المباركة الفاتحة مع الصلوات.